Time to take you down to size.
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless. So, this is your threat? Is Terra what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about Jedi and their ways. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Let us end this.
More where that came from. 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 Time to take you down to size.
What is it?
I hear you.
You still lurking around here? Just go back to Kunda. You're not gonna find any Jedi artifacts here. Except the ones I'm selling. I didn't mention that before? I'm the one people sell their Jedi salvage to. You should have said you were interested in buying. Certainly. Take your time. Look through the pile.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. I'm here to get another pat in the back from the administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important and they'll get around to it.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will. What am I supposed to do? Salvagers keep trespassing on my land and stealing my farming equipment. They grab anything they can get a hold of. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare. I went to their camp to get back my moisture vaporator. This smug fellow Joran told me that he found it within the ruins. By law, it belongs to him now. He said he'd give it to me for the bargain price of 500 credits. I wasn't very happy about it, but the law was on his side, so I paid this scoundrel. Now the moisture evaporator doesn't work because it is mysteriously missing its modulator. Joran is offering to sell me a modulator he found for another 500 credits. I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. These war trophies are advanced weapons that some of the Sith troopers had. Heavy ordnance, which wouldn't be much good for defending my home. I might be able to offer more if you take care of the problem, though. Can you help me out? That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me. Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me. Excellent. How did you deal with Joran? Suit yourself. As long as the problem is dealt with, I guess I really don't need to know the particulars.